Assalamualaikum, I am Muhammad Haris Melukman. For the introduction, this study aims to apply the System Development Lifecycle or SDLC in a practice context by developing a simple accounting information system using Microsoft Access. The purpose is to demonstrate understanding of all SDLC stages and to link theory with actual system development. SDLC provides a structured approach consisting of 5 stages: system analysis, conceptual design, physical design, implementation and conversion, and finally operation and maintenance. This framework ensures that the system meets both user and business requirements. The system is designed for small retail and service-based business that handle daily sales, expenses, and basic inventory record. Currently, the business relies on manual record and spreadsheet, which are inefficient and error-prone. The objective of the proposed accounting information system is to accurately record daily income and expenses, store basic business data, generate monthly profit or loss report, and improve efficiency, accuracy, and decision making. In the system analysis stage, the business selected is SmartMart, a locally owned small business operating in both the retail and service sectors. The business handles daily sales, purchases, expenses, and inventory transaction. Currently, SmartMart uses a manual and spreadsheet-based accounting system. Financial data such as sales, expenses, and inventory are recorded separately, which increase the risk of error and data inconsistency. Monthly financial reports are also prepared manually at the end of each month, making the process time-consuming and inefficient. This highlights the need for a computerized accounting information system to improve accuracy and efficiency. The current accounting system has several problems. Financial records are kept manually or in simple spreadsheet, which increase the chance of human error. The same data is recorded in different files, causing data duplication and confusion. Preparing financial report takes a long time and reports are often delayed. The business also does not have real-time financial information, which make decision-making difficult. The proposed system aims to automate the recording of financial transactions. It will improve the accuracy and reliability of accounting record and allow financial report to be prepared on time. Most importantly, it will help management make better decisions by providing real-time financial data. For functional requirement, the proposed system must be able to record sales, purchases, expenses, and receipts correctly. It should automatically update the general ledger and generate important financial reports such as the income statement and balance sheet. The system should also be able to store past transaction data and allow users to retrieve it easily when needed. For non-financial requirement, the system should be easy to use, even for staff with little or no accounting knowledge. It must be reliable with very little system downtime and be secure through password and user access control. The system should work quickly when processing transactions and preparing report, support future business growth, and have regular data backup to avoid data loss. In terms of technical feasibility, the proposed accounting system is practical and affordable for SmartMart. The business already has a basic computer infrastructure and suitable accounting software such as Microsoft Access is readily available. The system does not require advanced technical skill and only minimal staff training is needed. From an operational feasibility perspective, employees are willing to adopt the new system and management provides strong support for the implementation. The system will simplify daily operation and reporting while fitting well with existing business process, making it feasible for day-to-day use.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Ahmad Irfan Sirullah and my matrix number is A23B1336. Next, I will explain stage 4.2, which is the conceptual design. In this stage, we focus on planning the system at a high level without technical detail. First, looking at the overall system architecture. User interact with the accounting information system to record business activity. The system then process this information and generate financial report, mainly the monthly profit or loss report. Next, the system divided into three main modules. The master data module managed basic business information such as item and customer. The transaction module record daily sales and expenses. Finally, the reporting module summarize the data and generate the profit or loss report. Moving on to the second slide, there are two user roles in the system: staff and responsible for entering daily sales and expenses transaction, while the owner review the monthly profit or loss for the decision making. In terms of a high level data flow, data is first entered by user, then processed by the system, and finally output as the profit or loss report. Lastly, the conceptual data entities handled by the system include item, customer, sale, and expense. These represent the main business data required for the accounting process. This conceptual design explains what the system should do. The technical implementation will be covered in the physical design stage.
Good morning, Doctor. My name is Wong Carlo. My number matrix is A23A1455. For this part of the presentation, I will explain section 4.3, physical design of our accounting information system. First, I will explain the database design. Our system database is developed using Microsoft Access. It is designed to store, process, and generate accounting information efficiently. The database records daily income and expense transactions, manage master data, and support the generation of the monthly profit and loss report. The database consists of master table and transactions table. Master table store permanent data such as account type and account name, while transaction table record daily transactions. This structure helps to ensure data consistency and redundancy. Each table has a primary key which uniquely identifies its record. For example, transaction table use an auto-generate ID to ensure that every transaction is recorded accurately without duplications. This slide shows the table structure and key field used in our physical design. First, in the transaction table, it records the basic information of each business transaction, such as transaction ID, transaction date, description of the transactions. Each record represents one business event, for example, sales, bill payment, or expenses. The ID field acts as the primary key, ensuring every transaction is unique. Next is the account type table. This table defines the five main accounting categories, which are asset, liability, equity, expense, and revenues. It also includes the normal balance, whether debit or credit. This helps the system handle accounting rules correctly and ensure consistency. For account name table, this table stores specific accounts such as cash, sales revenue, electricity expense, account payable, land expense, and salary expense. Each amount is linked to an account type ID, which connects it back to the account type table. This creates a structure chart of account. Lastly, is the transaction line table, which is the most important for accounting. Each transaction can have multiple transaction lines following the double entry accounting principle. This table records which transaction is belong to, which account is affected, debit amount and credit amount. This structure ensures that total debit always equal total credit. The tables are connected using one-to-many relationship to ensure data integrity. One transaction can have many transaction line records, allowing each transaction to contain multiple debit and credit entry. Each transaction line is linked to one account, ensuring that every debit or credit entry is posted to the correct account. The next is one account type can be linked to many accounts, which help organize the chart of account. This relationship prevent data duplication and ensure that the system follow proper accounting rule. So, in the transaction table, the primary key is transaction ID and non-foreign key. For table transaction line, the primary key is transaction line ID and the foreign key are transaction ID and account name ID. In the account table, the primary key is account name ID and the foreign key is account type ID. The last table, account type, the primary key is account type ID and non-foreign key. Finally, I will explain the form and report design. First, we have the journal entry form for recording daily transaction. User can enter the transaction date, duration of the transaction, and most importantly, the debit and credit entry using the double entry bookkeeping method. Second is the account maintainer form for managing the charts of account. Here, user can add new account and assign each account to its proper type, whether it's an asset, liability, equity, revenue, or expense. This ensures all transactions are properly categorized. The transaction line table shows all individual journal entry with their debit and credit amount, providing a complete audit trail of every transaction in the system. Finally, our monthly profit and loss report automatically calculate total revenue by monthly, total expenses by monthly, and the net profits or loss. All these forms are designed to make data entry simple, user-friendly. User can enter transaction detail through form instead or directly accessing the table, which help detect error. For reporting, the system generates a profit or loss report by monthly. This report summarizes total income and total expenses for a selected month and automatically calculate the net profit and loss. The report is formatted clearly so it can be viewed on screen or printed.
Good evening, sir. My name is Wee Chip. My metric number A23B2524. Today I will be presenting about the implementation and conversion. The objective of this phrase is to develop, test, and deploy the system using Microsoft Access. I will now demonstrate how the system was implemented and how it replaced the manual system. This system was developed using Microsoft Access. Microsoft Access allows me to integrate tables, forms, queries, and report into one system. The database is designed using relational structure to ensure accuracy and consistency. This is the account data entry form. It allows user to add and manage account information without accessing table directly. And next, this is transaction form. Here, user can record transaction details such as date and description. And lastly, this form is used to enter transaction line details such as income and expenses. Using form improve ease of use and reduce data entry errors. So queries. These queries prepare transaction data by filtering and organizing income and expense records. And for these queries, is process the transaction and calculate total income and total expenses. These calculations are used to generate the profit or loss report. For the monthly profit or loss report, this is the monthly profit or loss report. It is generated automatically based on the transaction queries. This report clearly shows whether the business made a profit or incur a loss for the selected period. So I will now add a new transaction using the data entry form to demonstrate how the system works in real life. So I will save the record. And this sample data enter for testing and demonstration purpose. The data is saved directly into the database through the form. Refresh. Okay. Now you can see the data is appear in the queries, which is this transaction. The newly entered transaction is now included in the monthly profit and loss report. See this 500. Okay. The conversion from the manual system to the computerized system was done using the parallel conversion method. Both systems were used at the same time during the transition, were used to ensure accuracy and reduce risk. In conclusion, the system was successfully implemented using Microsoft Access. It improved efficiency, reduced errors, and enabled fast generation of monthly report or loss profit. monthly profit or loss report.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Asfar bin Ghazali and my matrix number is A23A2479. And today I want to talk about the operation and maintenance of the Smart Mart system. In the simple words, this section explains how the system used every day, how we take care of it, and how we make sure it can be used for a long time. First, I will explain for the daily operation. At the Smart Mart, user start by logging in into system with the username and password. After that, they can add a new record, update information, or check important data such as transaction and sales. If needed, they can also print or view reports. When they finish using the system, they must log out properly to keep the system safe. And next, user responsibility. The Smart Mart system will only work well if user use it correctly. User must follow the steps provided, keep their password secret, and make sure that the data they enter is correct. If they find any problem or error in the system, they should tell the Smart Mart administrator immediately. Now I will talk about the data backup strategy. Backup is very important. It helps us to save data in the case something happens, like system failure or accidentally deleting information. For Smart Mart, data is backed up regularly and stored in safe place such as cloud or server. Only the admin is allowed to restore the data when needed. Next, the maintenance activities. The Smart Mart system is also needs care. The system is updated from time to time. Errors and bugs are fixed, and the database is clean, and security is checked to avoid virus. Sometimes training is also given to Smart Mart staff so they can use the system better. However, the Smart Mart system also have some limitation. It depends on the internet. If the internet is slowed down, the system may not work smoothly. The system can also become slow when many people use it at the same time. In addition, users need basic computer skills to use the system properly. Finally, I will share about the future improvement for Smart Mart. In the future, the system can be improved by adding mobile apps, making the design easier to use, increasing security, and adding more useful features for business operation. The improvements can make the Smart Mart system faster, safer, and more user-friendly. To conclude, operation and maintenance are important because they can make sure the Smart Mart system is run smoothly every day and can be used for a long time in the future. Thank you.